Hello, welcome to this month's issue of the Home Cooking Newsletter. My name is Dan, and this is my beautiful wife, Kathy.
Hi.
And like we said in the last issue, we're focusing on health this year, or at least as a company, we've got this competition going on, and it's going very well. And one of the things we're trying to do is incorporate more vegetables into our diet and to eat healthier, So Kathy has a recipe for us with lots of veggies she's going to share with us today. What's it called, sweetie?
It's tortellini soup. It's fantastic. I find the easiest way, I'm going to grab my red peppers. The easiest way for me to use a lot of vegetables is to have them on hand. So I buy a bunch of peppers. I use some fresh. And before they go bad, I chop them up and I put them in the freezer. And this way I have red peppers, green peppers, whenever I want them. And I can use them with celery. I have celery, onion, you name it in there.
If I make an omelet in the morning or whatever, I just grab them out of the freezer. It's really convenient.
Yeah, so we have them on hand and I don't have to go to the grocery store every day. So I'm going to start a little simmer going and we're going to simmer our vegetables. A little bit of olive oil. We're going to do the onion. You want to add the onion?
Sure.
One big onion and about one red pepper.
That is a big onion.
I'm not picky about it, so I just eye shot it. If I get a little more, I'm okay with that. And garlic, of course. Put my pepper back.
So here's what we're doing. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
So we weigh in once a week, and the person who lost the most weight from just the previous week gets a Jamba Juice, okay? Or a, what is it called? Roxbury, right? Like one of the green, I don't know, anyways. And so that way, if you happen to not be doing so well, you could it's just a weekly thing, right? But the person who loses the most over the course of 1 month gets a free vacation day, like an extra day off, So Andy's stoked about that. He's looking to, he's figuring if I win every single month this year, that's 12 extra vacation days. That's like 2 weeks off, And we do a lot of camping with Andy and his family. And so we're hoping he wins, but not that much, I mean, I'm doing pretty good in the contest here. I didn't win yet at all.
Okay. Back to the soup. I'm going to add about a cup of Matchstick's carrots.
Okay.
Now that we're back to cooking.
Okay.
This is a cooking show.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to, no, I'm just kidding.
It's a tie-in. Tying it all together, baby.
Matchstick carrots, and I'm going to add some Italian seasoning to this. And it's going to start smelling fantastic.
It actually does smell really good
You're
already.
Start smelling
Just
it
the
all
pepper and onion
through
and
your house, and people are going to say, "What's that?"
Yum. Yeah.
We're just going to let those cook until they're a little tender. Onions are clear. Okay, this is perfect. You see how our onions are clear and our carrots are tender?
Yeah.
The veggies are perfect. So now I'm going to add some peas, about a cup or more, whatever, however much you like. And I'm going to add some artichoke hearts.
Yum.
1, 2 cans, however much you like.
Oh, so this comes out of a can then, huh?
Yeah, this is a very canned soup, homemade with cans.
So we just came out with cooking like a cookbook, raw.
Doesn't that look pretty? Look at that.
Look at the colors. That's real pretty. Yeah.
Red and the green. It's got it all in there. Keep going, sorry.
We just came out with a couple new cookbooks to help you guys too with your, diet and eating more vegetables and that sort of thing. One of them is that raw cookbook. That one's pretty cool. This obviously is not
tomatoes, canned tomatoes, and you're going to get me 2 cans of water.
Okay.
And then I'm going to I add chicken broth because I'm not a vegetarian, but if you are, you could easily use vegetable broth. And my secret ingredient, I add
You want me to pour this in?
a big, large can of bean with bacon soup.
Ooh.
If you're a vegetarian, you can use 2 cans of white beans. If you're not a vegetarian, fry up some Italian sausage and do the bean with bacon and put it all in there. It's fantastic.
How much bacon is really in that, though? It's more like
Go ahead. I'm ready when
bean
you
with
are.
a hint of bacon seasoning flavor. So, yeah.
Now I'm just going to put just a little bit
Vegetarian.
of sugar, about a tablespoon, just to take the kick out of the tomatoes.
I read a
And-
fascinating book called The China Study. That was a good one, all about, kind of the health
How deep fried is so wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
It was fascinating.
I love Chinese food, but I love the deep fried stuff.
No. It was the China study. It was a research done about Chinese people and how they don't die of like heart disease like we do or something like that. It was really fascinating. It all had to do with eating meat and stuff. And
Really?
It was, yeah, it was really interesting. Dad recommended it, and I haven't finished the book yet, but it's fascinating. So it really motivated me to want to eat more vegetables and to eat healthier and stuff, So, the old gray Mary ain't what she used to be. You got to take care of.
Why did you say she?
What?
Why did he say she? And why did he use mare?
Oh,
why
he?
can't we say
What?
the old fat horse ain't what he used to be?
That's me. I was talking about myself. Did I say she? It's just like a slang. That's the saying.
That old girl ain't what she used to be.
I'm going to get this to a full boil, and then we'll add our tortellini. We're, of course, going to add some salt and pepper.
So Andy had a good tip, by the way, he told me, with regard to, incorporating more vegetables into your diet. His
It
wife.
was actually Amy's tip.
Well, I was going to say that. Andy told me what his wife Amy told him, or what she's been doing, actually, which is
That's a great idea.
Yeah, isn't it?
Go ahead. You want to
I didn't even say it yet.
I know, I heard it. I love it. I love it.
I didn't say it. So what she does is she blends cauliflower, in the blender, but makes like a puree or just real, so it's just completely runny. She uses that to thicken her soups instead of putting flour in or whatever. And Andy says it came out really good.
Yeah.
Real tasty. It had a
think
nice
it's a great
flavor to
idea.
it, and it thickened up the soup really nicely, So, and then you've got a trick too, the one with the carrots that you do, huh?
Yeah, I think I've shared it before.
Yeah, but it was years ago.
Hamburger, whenever I cook anything with hamburger, I use less hamburger and I add carrots, and sometimes I even add cracked wheat to it.
Yeah.
Because those two things adopt whatever flavor you put them in, and they go very nicely with anything hamburger. So
Yeah, you can't even
throw
tell they're
your
in there.
matchstick carrots in with your hamburger. Throw some cracked wheat in there if it's already cooked.
One of our employees, Brent, he used to pick out the carrots. He was
I know.
averse to vegetables. That was years ago that we talked about that tip. In fact, guess what we're doing? We're computerizing the 2011 issues of the newsletter into one cookbook, and we're going to offer it for sale real soon here. We're almost done with it.
Awesome.
Yeah, isn't that cool? And we're going to go back through the years and do that for all of them. So that way you can have all those issues, because there's fascinating articles, the fun jokes, and all the recipes, of course. And that way you can have those in your cooking software. So if you want to, you can use the features of cooking to search your recipe database and find them, and not just the recipes, but the articles too, with the videos and everything. So it's going to be real cool.
I love that idea.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah.
I really do, actually.
Yeah. That'll be
So we've got a good
coming
boil
soon.
going on. And so now we're going to add our tortellini. And I just buy cheese tortellini.
It smells really good,
like
by the way,
this.
sweetie. Real good.
But I already had some, so I'm going to start with this. I usually put one large package in there. So I'm going to use what I had left.
I got to tell you,
Plus.
I'm about to faint here. This diet's killing me.
Hold on. It's
Okay.
we're almost ready.
I'm starved.
I'm going to put what I had left plus a few more in there because I like the tortellini. And now, while the tortellini's cooking, I've got 2 big handfuls of spinach right here.
Spinach? Mm-hmm. You're kidding.
I've always put it in there. You've
This
always
is going to
eaten it.
be I can feel the vitamins coming out of this.
There's
I'm feeling
tons of
healthier
veggies
already.
in this.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's good.
I'm feeling healthier already.
I just
Just gonna
chop
go-
up this spinach, just slice it, put it in big bunches, and just slice it a little bit. Nothing
What would be
too
real good with this
fancy.
too is if I grilled up like a Costco steak and baked some potatoes, and then we had this as a soup, as an appetizer right before we
Now,
ate.
this is a full meal. It really is. Now, it is. I do have to say, it is fantastic with some Italian sausage in it. If you
Ooh,
see
good
that.
idea. Good idea.
The tortellini is nice and cooked. What I do is I usually have time in the mornings. My afternoons are spent shuffling kids everywhere, here, there, and everywhere. So I'll make it in this, and then I'll stick it in my crock pot. And then about an hour before I want to eat, I'll tell the kids to plug in the crock pot. But if I'm going and I'm home in the afternoon and I've just made it all up, we'll just eat it straight from here
Sweetie, you're doing
because
great.
it's ready.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Now, the tortellini's pretty much done, so I'm going to add my spinach.
Spinach?
Yes.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that.
And that's going to cook in there nicely.
What a fascinating
And it's
recipe.
it's
Look
a
at
beautiful meal. It tastes good. My kids like it. It's just okay. Now we're gonna get some in a bowl and we're gonna try it out for you. When you're serving it, you can top it with just a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
That looks delicious, sweetie. Yum, Parmesan
It's
cheese.
pretty and delicious and relatively healthy.
Should we give it a try?
Yes, let's do
See
it.
how it tastes here? It's going to be hot.
I like to get those white beans in on my bite.
I can't wait with this artichoke in here. That's just a great idea.
I love artichoke.
It's so unusual too, you know. Okay, you ready? Is yours cool yet? No.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Yum. That's warm, huh?
I love it. It's very hot, but very delicious. Those tortellinis
Really
are
good.
fantastic.
Really good.
And we hope you like it. And if you have any healthy tips that you want to send to us, we'd love to have them because we're all just working on it.
Sounds great. Thanks. See you again next time. What was I going to say about him?
I think you can just relax for a minute. Go get yourself a drink of water.
I'm trying to liven up this soup here a little bit. It's like, no way. A vegetable soup.
Yeah, great. We go out and talking about all these details about people they don't know and don't care
Well, there was
about.
a point. There was a point to it, though. I just can't remember what it was.
The good thing is that there was logic to his thought process.
Yeah. What is? I wasn't just rambling. You know, lest you think that I was just rambling.
I would never think that. You know, you've done so much of the show already. Why don't I just take it from here? You know, you've got to be tired.
You know, I am kind of. I could use a drink. Thank you for getting me that drink. Good idea, huh? Good tip.
Great idea. Great
Thanks.
idea.
Thanks.
I was wondering when you were going to get to it.
Oh,
but
okay.
It was a great idea
Wasn't it
now
enough?
that we've
I was
reached.
setting it up. Setting it up.
It was a good setup.
I can tell you. I can tell a story. I can tell a story. That's for
Yes, you
sure.
can. So tag me. I'm just going to take
Okay.
it from here and we're going to
Okay.
finish this recipe. Okay.
I'm done. I'm done. That's all you know.
Okay.